I set so many alarms. Wait, hold up. Where are my glasses? Great. Maybe I left them downstairs. I know that. Oh, hey, Casey. Maybe it's in the kitchen. Oh, it's not here. Typical. Wait. Of course. Thanks, Fawn. Salutations, SireVerse. Now, originally, I was going to open this video like this.
Salutations, SireVerse. Do I look weird to you?
But I found this to be more of a realistic take on it. Plus, it fits today's topic pretty well, which is going to be character design. Character design is important to convey particular traits about a character without actually saying them outright. In a story, it can tell you a lot about a scene because if a character is always dressing super casually or something, but one day they show up and dress all fancy, then you can infer that there's a reason as to why they're dressing that way. Like they're going to an event, or they're going on a date to impress someone, or something or other like that. In addition, character design can actually alter a scene or give a character experiences that wouldn't particularly happen to someone who doesn't have the same character design as them. For example, a character who doesn't have glasses isn't gonna lose their glasses or have them broken during a fight scene because, yeah, they don't have glasses, but a character who does is susceptible to those things that can happen. Or they could be destroyed by a dog. You never really know. Like last time, I'm going to give you a good example and a bad example, but this time it's going to be for character design. The good example for this video is Weiss Schnee from the Rooster Teeth original series, Ruby. Why Weiss? Because I love Weiss. From analyzing just her design, you can infer a lot about her. She is regal, she wears all white, and that means that she's tidy since it takes a lot of maintenance to not stain her clothes. Her hair is always held back and orderly. Her weapon is a rapier, a weapon used in fencing, and it's commonly associated that fencing is a sport reserved for rich or sophisticated people. Her perfect complexion is only dampened by the scar that she has on her face, showing that as perfect as she presents herself, she is flawed. All of these things can be simply inferred just by looking at her. Weiss's sister, Winter, Weiss's sister, has a similar design, so you can pretty much gather that they are similar, but she is sterner looking, so whatever Weiss is can be implied, but furthermore and more seriously. As for the bad example, we can go and shift on to The Flash. Now don't get me wrong, I love this series, save for the third season, but that's a conversation for a different video. But the one person's character design that I hate is actually Ronnie Raymond's, aka the original Firestorm. Look at his design. Okay, so he wears leather, so we can assume he's a tough guy. And he's clearly a guy, and that's it. That's pretty much it. They didn't really try with his character design, and we never really got a sense of his character before they, spoiler warning, killed him off for a technical second time. Apparently, he is a hard-working engineer who loves pizza as much as he loves his double widow fiancé wife. However, nothing about his character design really conveys any of that. I suppose it's fine because he was only on screen for like 3 episodes before he died, so it's whatever. Even if you think that all black leather isn't that bad of a design, you should compare Ronnie Raymond to another person who wears all leather in season 2, Zoom. They both wear black leather, but in different ways. Zoom's outfit is like Barry's, but black. Since Barry and Zoom have similar outfits, and we know that Barry's outfit is meant for a speedster, we can assume that Zoom is also a speedster. He has claws, his earpieces end in points, and he's crackling with lightning. Later it's revealed that his cowl is supposed to resemble a Hannibal Lecter-style mask. This shows that he's clearly evil, almost demonic, a probable serial killer, and he's so powerful that just standing there, his power is being shown by it literally leaking out of his body. You see the difference? Like last time, I'm gonna put my own stories in the spotlight. That way you know that I tried to do the same thing in my stories. Let's use my main 3 characters as an example. First, we're gonna go with Todd in his full Reaper outfit. Todd wears majority black and some gray. He has skulls all over his body, and he's heavily armored compared to Brian and Kate. Since he fights alongside these two, that clearly means that he requires the most protection out of the 3 of them. Probably out of his inability to fight, or maybe because he isn't as skilled as the others. Kate has a thigh holster and a backpack, so she is obviously the most prepared of the group. Like Weiss, she wears white, which means she is pretty confident that she won't get dirty even in a fight. And that rhymes. Did not mean for that to rhyme. As for Brian, he's in all leather like Ronnie and Zoom, but he also has suspenders, purple hair, gray skin, and purple eyes. Now, purple eyes and gray skin aren't necessarily normal amongst human beings, so you can assume he isn't really normal outright. And the inclusion of suspenders that hang down usually implies a person who doesn't take things seriously or is subversive of commonalities. In conclusion, character design can tell you a lot about the relationships between characters or the character themselves, or actually influence a scene depending on how you use their character design. Like my example is that Todd needs more protection than Brian and Kate because they're more skilled fighters. And it's easier to draw up relationships between characters who have similar character designs. Just because a character doesn't have good character design doesn't mean that they're a bad character. It just makes it harder for the audience to associate what this person is or who they are. And usually generic character designs mean that you're going to have generic scenes with them. So I hope this video has been super useful for you, and you can message me on Facebook or Instagram on what you want the future videos to be about. And until next time, bye! It's really hot.